It is a Feel Good Friday. Mark Stiles is here. We always start out with some positive news, and we also try to answer your legal questions and get into some topics every week at this time. And this is about, Mark, I hear sometimes in the law commercials about probate. What is this mysterious thing called probate? Okay, well, we're going to get into probate now, everything you ever wanted to know and more.
It is a mystery, and a lot of people walk blindly through this. How do I avoid probate? You have to avoid probate, right? But most people don't even realize what this mystery term actually is. And what probate is, what people are talking about, is the probate court, right? So here in Massachusetts, there's a probate and family court. And what they're referring to is with respect to somebody dying. So if someone were to die and they owned assets, they own certain things, houses or bank accounts in their own individual name, then the probate court would be needed to approve where they go. So whether you have a will or you don't have a will, the probate court would have to determine and approve where those assets, the home, the cars, the bank accounts, where those actually go, who they go to. So when people talk about avoiding probate, how do you avoid probate? How do you avoid the slow-moving court system, the expense, the legal fees, all of that? Well, one way, simplistically, is to have joint ownership, right? So, Rob, if you had a bank account and you had somebody else's name on that bank account as a survivor interest, right? When you die, it goes to that person. That would avoid probate. That's one very simplistic way. It's not a strong creative planning way, but it is one way to avoid probate. The other way, which we talk about a lot here on this show and with our clients, is through trust planning. So you have an estate plan and you create a trust. In essence, the asset is not in your name. It's in a trust with a contract that explains where things are to go and how they're going to bequeath to the next generation or to an heir or to a loved one or to a charity. We've talked about giving to charities a lot on this show as well. So by creating an estate plan with trust planning, you can, quote unquote, avoid probate. Does that help, Rob?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. So that takes away a little bit of that mystery, I think, and hopefully that answers the question for the listener as well. Probate. Yeah, you do hear that a lot, though, mentioned in legal ads.
Yeah, and most people don't really understand what it is, other than you want to avoid it.
Yeah.
Right. So, kind of like COVID, you want to avoid it if you can avoid it.
Yeah.
But
what is it?
In this scenario, it's a cost, it's an expense, it's time, it's stressful, and it can be avoided.
All right. Well, Stiles Law, Mark Stiles, he's with us every Friday at this time. And by the way, if you do want more information, you want to get answers to different topics, you can get a lot of information on the website. And Mark, also, of course, telephone's the best way to get in touch with your team, right?
That's right. So the best way to get in touch is telephone, 781-319-1900, 781-319-1900. And we're available for Zoom consultations. We are available for in-person consultations depending on everyone's situation. We want to meet you where you are. But a lot of times people have simple questions, and I encourage them to go to our YouTube channel. So at YouTube, and you search Stiles Law, you could search a lot of questions on there. We've put up over 200 videos now with frequently asked questions. So I encourage people to check those out and get started that way, and then connect with us, and we'll help you in any way we possibly can.
Feel Good Friday. We do it every Friday at this time. Again, get in touch with Mark Stiles. Get all the details, stiles-law.com, stiles-law.com, and you'll find out more information there and get the links to all the information you need to know. And by the way, Mark is with us every Friday, right after the news at 9 for our Feel Good Friday segment. Mark, have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next Friday.
Sounds good, Rob. Have a great week.
You too.